everyone, Yanstar here, and while I've already talked about the pets I've owned, I haven't talked about the pets I didn't own. That's right, today we're talking about our foster pets. My late mother was obsessed with pets. She had periods of time where she would obsess over a certain animal and hound my dad into getting it. This is how we got a lot of our pets. Usually she would get the pet, give it love for like a week, then completely neglect it. Something she didn't limit to just animals. Which makes me happy that my dad was steadfast against most of her longing. My dad also likes pets, but mostly just cats and bunnies. Anyway, when I was a kid, my mom and dad volunteered at an animal shelter that was close by. They went over about once a week to take care of various cats and dogs for half the day. After doing this for a while, they thought about fostering some kittens. Basically, we would help take care of sick kittens until they were better and able to be adopted into a permanent home. We started off with 2 brother kittens. They were Siamese kittens with eye infections, so we took them in. Their original names were Logo and Icon, which we thought were stupid. One of the brothers was more energetic and troublemaking, so we named him Rascal. He once broke a dolphin clock when he was allowed free roaming. We had a harder time naming his brother, since we wanted the names to be close enough to each other. The other kitten was a sweet and cuddly boy, so we named him Romeo. And thus we had Rascal and Romeo, who lived in Marshmallow's old cage. Also, as an aside, I'm not choking them in these photos in the slightest, it just looks like it and it cracks me up every time. And when their infections healed, they roamed around with Casper and Boo, who seemed to get along with them fine. We had to give them up eventually. My mom begged to keep them, but my dad refused. Since they would scream and be generally distressed when separated, we recommended them to be adopted together. It was hard letting Rascal and Romeo go, but it opened up a slot in our home for our next foster cat, Envy. We were given another kitten, this time a black kitten with green eyes. She didn't have a name before, and my sister, dad, and I were reading Full Metal Alchemist at the time. I kinda had a thing for one of the antagonists named Envy, so when my sister saw our new kitten's bright green eyes, she suggested we name her after him. And so we did. I don't remember much from her, but she was a delight to be around. My sister even contemplated just keeping her. Except Envy had a problem. She loved to piss on my sister's things, and none of our cats up to this point had ever really had this problem. So once she was ready, Envy was taken back to the shelter. According to my sister, she was really mad that we took her back, and she refused to even look at them. She's the only one that we're not sure if she was adopted out or not. She was moved to a different shelter out of state. I'm guessing we didn't have her for long, since I can't find any pictures of her. Our next kitten was named Matthew. We also called him Matty or Matt, and considering the state of his fur, it was very fitting. He was another black cat, but this time with yellow eyes. He looked like a soot sprite. One of the only things I remember about him was his 6-toed feet. He is, to this day, the only cat I've seen with 6 toes, and he used all his toes for little crimes. He used to scratch my sister up good, but he's the one she wanted to keep the most. He was precious, but eventually he was healthy and ready to be adopted out. This hurt a lot, but I hope he found a good home. The last pet we fostered wasn't a kitten. It was a dog named Bella, a fluffy Maltese dog with a fractured front leg. She was how I learned the difference between breaking a bone and fracturing it. If you've seen my first pet video, you know my parents love Maltese dogs, so Bella was very loved. I walked her in the front yard, very conscious of her leg. Bella also had a problem with pissing everywhere, so when her leg had healed, we wanted to adopt her out. We went to a pet festival, probably the same one we got Boo from, and showed her off. A group had really taken to her and walked off with her. Bella came running back up to us towards the end of the festival. While petting her for the last time, I mentioned to these people that Bella had a potty problem. My parents quickly said that she had stopped having these problems and dragged me away. Apparently they had told us not to bring up her issues, but I didn't hear them. I was screamed at constantly for the next week for that one. And that's all I have for you today. I know it's a shorter video than usual, but I didn't really have a ton of memories for this video. Luckily, my sister filled in some gaps for me. I know how much you love our pets, so there you go. If you liked this video, like and subscribe. Have a good day, everyone. Bye!